Everybody, I hope you're doing well. Wow, this man has a question. Let's go ahead and get to it. And I think I may have an answer. So, since Nolan Wells' mother is Asian, makes him, I guess, half Asian, what have you, he has a question with regard to the Asian community. Let's go ahead and check it out.
Let me show y'all two things. One, Nolan Wells is half Asian. Where is the Asian community asking on behalf of his mother, who is Asian, what happened to her son? But if he would have happened to live and became famous, the Asian community would be claiming him. But they're not saying nothing, even though his mother is Asian. Also, black people, here's what people don't understand. Nolan is dead. There's nothing no one could be doing for Nolan. But the black race shouldn't have to carry this by themselves.
But the black race is going to carry this by themselves. Because as they say, everybody wants to be black, except when it's time for accountability and get the black experience. So yeah, this right here, I think it is a valid question.
Black people, let me show y'all two things. One, Nolan Wells is half Asian. Where is the Asian community asking on behalf of his mother, who is Asian, what happened to her son?
They don't care. From my experience, a lot of them try to identify with the clear people. Okay? So when they identify with the clear people, they don't care about maybe the melanated people, unless it maybe means like coming to the store, patronizing them so they can go ahead and send the kids to college, live in the suburbs, and put food on the table. But yeah, it's a good question. See, sometimes people think, I've learned people can be in interracial relationships, and guess what? One person can still be racist. Where's the Asian community? I can tell you one thing I think where they are. What they're not is worried about what happened to Nolan Xavier Wells. What do you think would happen? Let's just say some of those kids, one boy name is dropped Wyatt, and I forget the other character's name. Let's just say hypothetically, let's just say, what if there was a jury, okay, and there was a trial, and you've got a bunch of white males on trial for Nolan Wells' death. Have a jury full of Asian people. What do you think would happen? There is no video. What do you think would happen? I'm willing to bet you the Caucasian males would walk away free. An all Asian jury, just hypothetically speaking, what do you think would happen? So where's the community protests for Nolan Wells? There isn't one, not from the Asian community. I've seen black men in the street marching, saying his name. Because she's married to a black man? For her, it could be that marriage is business, or I don't know. Again, I don't know. Could be she needed some kind of, I don't know if when they married, they both need a car to get over here. I don't know. Was she born here? I don't know. But people get married for various reasons. Doesn't mean that they're in love with, the culture of the person that they married. Just not. So yeah, where's the Asian community? Where they are, in my opinion, definitely not worried about Nolan Wells. Might be worried about, is my store going to close down? Where do you see them standing in solidarity just for the mother? They figure she's with that black man. They might try to look down on her for marrying that black man. She on her own. You know what I'm saying? I mean, seriously. What she do? What she do? She marry a black man, her son get shot. Or she on her own. And I joke around about everybody. So I don't want to hear about, you making fun. If that's what you think, get the heck out of this channel. When I'm making fun of, making things a little light, I hate people want to come in and get out serious. Yeah, no. When I was doing the videos, when it was a crime video, and I was like, beware the angry black man, please have your gun in hand. Why not, y'all? He do. Then I did one, a white guy was acting up, doing some crazy stuff, getting violent. I was like, beware the angry white man. He's good at throwing those hands. Oh, that wasn't very funny. Well, beware the black man was funny. Yeah, uh-huh. So that right there, oh, the Asian community, they're not worried about Nolan Wells' mom. What he do? Oh, she married black man, she married the African man. Oh, what she do? What she do? She on her own. Uh-huh. They're where they always are. Not gonna be around because they see they're on in an interracial relationship. Doesn't mean that they're gonna be supportive of her. They might see her as an enemy. Seriously, they might see her as damaged goods if they have a racist attitude. She married him, or let them handle it. You waiting for an Asian protest to break out because what happened to Nolan Wells? You'll be waiting long and waiting wrong. Not gonna happen. They're not gonna stand with her, I don't think, in solidarity in large number of groups and protest it, speak out against it. You may have a few videos here and there, but for them to stand up and say, "Hey, let's go ahead and set up a march," or I don't even see it happening. I don't. Why? They're not there. Do you see them doing it? Why? Because they don't care. They do not care. Now, maybe if it was a Asian kid, of course, but no, they see her married to that black man. They're not gonna go ahead and get active. Only activation I see is some of them worried about these stores panicking about my store closing down. Oh, my business. Bank deposits getting a little light. BC starving some out overnight. Yes. So where are they? Where are they to demand justice for Nolan Wells? The Asian community get together and demand justice. Like they're getting all bothered about the boycott and people making the decision that, you know what, you're not deserving of my time, my energy, and my power or my money. They'll be upset about that because it's like, wow, they can feel the heat. Put a missile to the money, you can get a reaction. Put a missile to the money, things get a little funny. Uh-oh. But where are they speaking a whole lot of videos of them about Nolan Wells and to support his mother and that they demand justice? They see him, they see the mother, and they see him, in my opinion, as a young black male. And if you think that they were just going to align themselves with that family against the clear people, you might want to rethink that. That's typically not how they do. Typically not how they do. So yeah, so where are they? Nowhere to be found. Where are they? Not worried about Nolan Wells. And don't come telling me you can find 3 out of a million that are. As a collective, not worried about Nolan Wells. His mother, or she with that black man, they're not worried about her. As a collective, not worried about her. To speak out on injustice, we're in their neighborhoods where they have, they say Chinatown or what have you, whatever. Where? Please tell me where. Where are they saying, hey, we demand justice? When Cyrus Belton, when he was unalive, I mean, basically chased down, oh my God, and murdered, they weren't hiding about what happened, about Cyrus Well being unalive. The hollering only commenced when that money wasn't being spent. Again, the hollering only commenced when the BC, that money stopped being spent in those stores and they realized, hey, yeah, when that abusive relationship ended, when you go in there to patronize them so they can keep a business going, uh, put food on their table, shelter over their head in the suburbs in a house that you can't afford, drive a nice car, put their kids through college, make investments. They saw that slipping away, then the videos start popping out. Oh, what happened to Cyrus Belton was bad. But what if the word of a boycott or being wise with your money, what if the word hadn't came out about, hey, this one-way abusive relationship has got to stop? What if that didn't come about? People saying, hey, we're not going to go to the shops anymore. Going to stop paying for disrespect. We're going to go ahead and practice what Dr. Claude Anderson has been teaching for decades now. If that hadn't come out, and if they didn't feel the cash registers getting a little light, probably wouldn't be any videos. But what were the videos before there was even a word of people saying, hey, I'm not going to go any longer patronize their businesses. What were the videos then? You wouldn't find a whole lot of videos about Cyrus Belton. But only when the community put a missile to the money, things start to feel a little funny, not in a good way. So if that hadn't happened, if they hadn't felt the financial punishment of an abusive relationship, you wouldn't have had all those videos out there. That's how you know it was working. People really seem bothered. As they say, if the right hit you, you'll holler. So the same here. Nolan Wells, you may find a few voice their opinion about the injustice. He should have been murdered. But looking for them as a collective to get out there because the mother is reportedly Asian and support her and in a stance against the violence committed against her son and his death. Do you really expect them to get out there and activate? No. So let me know, what do you all think the answer is?
Asking on behalf of his mother, who is Asian, what happened to her son. But
yes, let me know. What is your answer to this question again?
Black people. Let me show y'all two things. One, Nolan Wells is half Asian. Where is the Asian community asking on behalf of his mother, who is Asian, what happened to her son? But if he would have happened to live and became famous, the Asian community would be claiming him.
Oh, they would try to get he gonna marry me to my daughter Juan. They would try to get him to be marrying their daughters. If he was pulling a Tiger Woods in sports, oh, they would be claiming him. They would be claiming him big time. They would be claiming him big time, trying to get him to marry their daughters. Like they married those women in Africa. We're talking about that. It's, in my opinion, it's business. It's business about the resources. So he's right. Yeah. If he was pulling some Michael Jordan money or anybody famous, they say Mayweather's broke. I just kind of find it hard to believe. I don't know if that's true. But if he was pulling in big Floyd money, Mayweather money, woo, they'd be claiming him big time, trying to go ahead and get Little Wong Jr. to go marry him. That's what I think they'd be doing. That's not the case. So yeah, tell me, what do you think? Are they so concerned about the stores closing down? Maybe their business is taking a financial hit? Or maybe they just are not there because they simply do not care. I'm going to go with the latter. Anyway, let me know what you all think. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share them out.